Ocala in the summer. Chris, what is Ocala like in the summer?
Little hot, little stormy. We're usually in the summers, your hotter days, you're usually in the 90s, like mid 90s. We have had spikes. They have, I don't know if they do this in every state, but they have the feels like temperature in Florida, and they're very big on that because your thermometer might show 89 degrees, but because of the humidity content, we have a lot of water in our air, a lot of water. It might feel like 96, or on a day that's actually 96, your feels like temperature could be 103. So it's cool though. I've always enjoyed the heat. No one moves to Florida because they like the cold. Some people don't like it, and so they'll go up north, during the summers and come down here whenever it's cold. We call those snowbirds.
Snowbirds. Let's go.
Yeah, the snowbirds. Yeah, the villagers are famous for being full of snowbirds. The summers here, straight up, they get hot. But when it's dead of summer and you're a bright sunshiny day, that's a good cue to go swimming. Go have some fun. Go to like the College of Central Florida. They have a swimming pool there. I believe the entrance fee is $5, but it's an Olympic-sized swimming pool, 14 feet deep. It's pretty big. It does have shallow ends as well, like 3 feet. You also have the aquatic center over by Jervey Gant Park. You have the splash pad downtown at Citizens Circle, which is cool. It's right in front of the government building. So you go there, hang out with the kids. They play on the splash pad, keeps them cool. And of course, Ocala has several outside venues where you can go and, grab a beverage, something like that, like Bank Street, which is right up, it's a very short walk from the splash pad. So yeah, our summers are absolutely beautiful though, but we are far enough inland that we're not catching any sea breeze, and so it kind of amplifies the temperature a little bit more compared to places like Daytona, or places like the Keys. It's just different, but we like it. Everyone has their own preference.
Yeah, and you also, because summer's typically like hurricane season, right? In summers, or is that spring? When is
Absolutely,
that?
Yep.
Hurricanes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's in summer. So you don't have to...
we get the majority of, yeah, and I can't say that we don't get hurricanes. It's just we are so far inland that by the time they get here, they're almost nothing. The last time Ocala had a major hurricane, I believe, was 2005. We had Charlie, Francis, and Jean, and even Hurricane Irma, which hit us in 2017, it did a little bit of damage. There were power outages and there were like fallen trees, but there was no devastation here, compared to places like the Keys, but when we saw those 3 hurricanes come back to back in 2005, that did some damage to the whole state, but other than that, we haven't gotten any major weather other than we had a tornado hit Ocala, and that was the biggest weather report that we've seen. It was like a F1 that hit. But yeah, it's we don't deal with a whole lot of major weather. Now your afternoon thunderstorms, that's super common. You figured that the hotter weather is moving in. A lot of it is because Florida is a long peninsula and all that stuff is coming off the ocean. High humidity content, you're gonna get a lot of rain with it, so it's not uncommon to deal with afternoon thunderstorms, and sometimes it'll dump on you for an hour, maybe 2 hours, where it's just absolute chaos outside, and then all of a sudden it clears up and you can't even tell that it was ever there. You come out, just bright sunshiny total blue sky, and the ground is wet and it's steaming because it's so hot outside, and it's like, where did that come from?
You guys will get like thunderstorms in the summer.
Florida's very moody. It's very moody. You'll be outside 1 minute and think, oh, this is great, and you'll turn around and like, oh wow, there's a major thunderstorm on its way. You'll see you'll see a supercell in the skies. You'll see all sorts of crazy stuff. You'll have I know in Hawaii they deal with this too, but you'll have times where it's raining in your front yard but not in your backyard because you're right on the edge of the cloudburst. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
I haven't seen that. I want to see
sun showers. Yeah.
The sun showers
it's
are
cool, man. Sun showers are a thing. Sun showers are a thing. You guys get those in California, right?
Yeah, where it's like it'll like rain and the sun will come out and it's just like perfect, and you're like, yeah.
Absolutely. So that's another thing. And then there's because the precipitation is so intense. I mean, we're talking major water drops that come down. You can be driving down the road and you can see the storm ahead of you, and it looks like a gray foggy wall. And all of a sudden, whoosh, like you'll just get hit with just crazy, like, oh man, I gotta slow down and put my wipers on full blast. And people here turn on their flashers, and then you come out the back end of the cloud and it's like it gets all quiet, like, oh, okay, cool. And yeah, it's funny, man. You'll see people who just came out of it and their cars are soaked and their windshield wipers are still going like crazy, and you're sitting there high and dry, and by the time you get to it, it might have stopped raining in that location. So you'll be driving where it's totally bright, sunshiny, and then by the time you get to where the cloudburst just was, all of a sudden the roads are flooded, and we're not talking flood, but you're driving through puddles and you're slowing down because you don't want to hydroplane. So it's cool.
yeah, to be safe. Yeah, absolutely. Dang. Okay, have you seen like cool, like lightning, like pretty cool lightning storms where you're at?
We're lightning capital of the world. Florida is. I've seen some intense lightning. Now it's because we're lightning capital of the world. I still go outside during storms, just because I like my chances. But people have gotten hit by lightning, so probably don't take an umbrella outside if it's raining in Florida.
If there's a lightning, it's like
I'd rather,
I'd
rather get wet. Yeah, there's a ton of lightning. I've seen some really cool. I've seen trees get split in half. It's sad when houses get hit because it usually fries their electronics that are all plugged in. But I've seen houses get hit, which is crazy looking. It's super loud too. When lightning usually hits, people are like 1, 2, 3. They'll count to see how far away the storm is. But when the lightning flashes and crashes at the same time, that's something special. That's, oh, I better go. So
oh, that's intense. Yeah, you have you guys have intense weather because it's just kind of comes with the territory. So
yeah, very intense weather. We get a lot of rain, and for that reason things stay pretty green around here,
Yeah.
And so it's cool, when it's not the rainy season, whenever you get out of summer and you're talking about getting into fall where it dries up quite a bit, you'll see stuff start to change. But right before everything changes, you're already back into the next rainy season and, getting hit again. So it's cool, man. We enjoy the precipitation that we get. And most of us who have lived here for any length of time, we enjoy the weather. We absolutely enjoy the weather, so it's, yeah, I wouldn't go anywhere else, man. I absolutely adore the summers here.
How much rain do you typically get in summer? Is it like a certain month or has more rain than others, or like the beginning or the end of summer?
Florida is so moody, man. All right, so when I first moved here, it was a guaranteed 4 p.m. every day. You were gonna have like an hour of just nonstop crazy thunderstorm downpour rain, and then it was going to clear up, and that would be it for the day. And that was every summer. And now it is so sporadic. It's all over the place, and I mean, the planet naturally always goes through changes. It's just, you never know what you're going to get from one summer to the next. I remember in 2018, I had just graduated AFF over at Skydive to Land, and for 30 days straight, it freaking rained and I couldn't jump. I was so frustrated. I couldn't get out there and jump because it was just constant rain, and then boom, no rain, and you're talking a summer's worth of rain in 30 days. And then there was like nothing else after that, and then other times we've had during the winter, where it clouds up like crazy and starts to downpour and it's 40 degrees. What? I don't like cold water like that. So it's,
you're not used to it as Florida.
It's so sporadic.
Floridians not used to cold water.
It's so sporadic. Yeah, it's kind of hard to predict, and I mean, in fact, it's starting to rain right now.
Oh, no way.
Show us. Right now.
This is so good.
Yep. Hang on, let me. It's not there yet. We're getting some big drops. I don't know if you can see any of the big drops that are coming down.
We can kind of see it, yeah.
Yeah, they're on my windshield, and they're there. But yeah, it's crazy. The clouds here move extremely fast, and usually you're in the storm and then you're out of the storm. Yeah, so it's blowing in. It's gonna hit us. But yeah, crazy stuff, man.
It's almost about 4
we
o'clock.
absolutely enjoy it though. Yeah, we're getting there. We're at 2:21, so I'm anticipating it hitting us hard and then disappearing. And of course, it depends on what the traffics are doing. But yeah, man. So that's our weather culture in a nutshell. What's up, guys? Chris the Ocala Realtor here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.